Hello there, this is Michael Lucy from Affordable Final Expense, and what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a Colonial Penn quote. We're going to run a quote for a 73-year-old female. Then we're also going to do that same quote. We're going to run it through two other carriers. The two carriers are going to be AIG and Mutual of Omaha. And we're going to have a brief discussion about health classification, who Colonial Penn life insurance policies are great for, and who they are not so great for. So let's get started. I'm going to come over to this tab and we're going to go to the Colonial Penn site. You can simply search Google for Colonial Penn quote and you'll land on this page. So our first name is going to be Mary Smith. Birth date 02/05/1946. 73 years old. Female. State Michigan. We're going to click next. And the one thing about Colonial Penn is they require you to put in valid information. So I'm going to put in valid information. We'll use this email. If you don't use a real email, they're going to say, hey, that's not a real email. Please try again. Same thing with phone number. It's got to be a real phone number. Then press next. And the fireworks go off, and then we're going to be prompted to verify information, and there we have it. So Mary Smith, our 73-year-old female, has a quote. And if you look up here, the guaranteed acceptance life insurance, $9.95 a month. And this is once again what we see on TV. We'll buy her 1 unit of coverage, and that 1 unit of coverage is $880 worth of death benefits. So if Mary were to buy this policy and unfortunately pass away after 2 years, her family would be entitled to $880. If she passed away before 2 years, her family would receive the premiums paid into that policy. So one other thing to note down here is if you look down below the fold, we call this below the fold, where it says other options for you, Mary. It says this is permanent whole life insurance. So $10,000 worth of coverage for Mary would cost $80.72 per month. This is typically up here guaranteed acceptance life insurance for unhealthy people or people with major health issues. Permanent whole life insurance is for people that are relatively healthy. In the case of Colonial Penn, they're very strict in their underwriting standards, so they prefer people to be what I call super duper healthy. So what I'd like to do is take a comparison, knowing that Colonial Penn is going to charge me $9.95 for $880 worth of benefit. Let's compare that to another insurance carrier that specializes in guaranteed issue, and this is AIG Direct. AIG is widely considered amongst agents to be one of the best, if not the best, guaranteed issue life insurance companies. AIG is something that we can help you with, by the way. So we're going to run the same information, primary phone, email address, state. So we're making sure we're doing an apples to apples comparison here. Get your quote. So now it's going to take a second or two retrieving your quote. AIG is working very hard to get us the information and the quote that we requested. Coming up shortly. Coming up shortly, I promise. Here it comes. I promise. There it is. Okay. $5,000 worth of coverage will cost $48.76 per month. Now, in the case of AIG, this policy, they will not go under $5,000. So in order to make an apples to apples comparison, what we're going to have to do is increase what AIG calls the number of units. So we're going to get this as close to 5,000 as possible. So $5,280 worth of benefit, or what what Colonial Penn considers 6 units of coverage, will cost $59.70 per month. We come over to AIG and you'll see it's $48.76 for $5,000 worth of coverage. Now, there's some advantages and disadvantages to both, but as you can see here, AIG is about $10 or about 20% less than Colonial Penn. Another carrier that you should always consider when looking at guaranteed issue is Gerber Life. Gerber Life always has competitive rates as well. So now what I'd like to do is go back here real quick, and we're going to take a look at permanent life insurance for healthy people. So Mary, the healthy 73-year-old female, we're going to look at a comparison, a rate comparison of Colonial Penn versus someone else. And that someone else is going to be Mutual of Omaha. Mutual of Omaha's whole life or final expense policy is called Living Promise. So we're going to plug in all the information, same information that we have over on the Colonial Penn quote. Current age, 73. Level, female, non-smoker, 10,000. Calculate. Mary's premium is going to be $63.93 per month. $63.93 for a 73-year-old non-smoking female. We come over here, we'll see $10,000 worth of coverage for Mary is $80.72. So it's 63 versus 80. Once again, this is about 25% less expensive if you were to go through Mutual of Omaha versus Colonial Penn. So in summary and in conclusion here, what we'd like to do is just explain who Colonial Penn is great for and who it's not great for. Colonial Penn is great for people that have major health issues that have an exact budget of $9.95 per month or even $19.90 per month. Colonial Penn charges in units, and their units are $9.95. Please read the article, and we'll explain that in a little more detail. Also, there's a little bit of a sweet spot for healthy people, and that sweet spot is females between 50 and 57 that are non-smokers that are what I call super duper healthy. So super duper healthy, non-smoking, 50 to 57-year-old females, Colonial Penn will be price competitive and will be one of the top or one of the lowest rates you'll find in the marketplace. Also, specifically a 50-year-old super duper healthy non-smoking now. 50, not 51, not 49, but 50. That's a very competitive choice for you, maybe the lowest in the marketplace. Who Colonial Penn is not good for is everyone else. So if you aren't one of those three classifications, then Colonial Penn could be a waste of your time. Not that I'm suggesting not looking into Colonial Penn, but there are certainly better options available for you. So that's all I have. I invite you to read the rest of this article. There's a bunch of great information about Colonial Penn, other carriers, including rates, quotes, and little known facts about these carriers. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Once again, this is Michael Lucy at Affordable Final Expense. You can visit our website at cheapestfinalexpense.com. Have a great day. Bye now.